It's Thursday again, and here I am, the weekly Facebook Live. Yay, Thursday. Hope everybody's good. If you're on the replay or live and nobody's joined yet, so nobody's live yet, but we'll just wait just a second. We'll tell you a little bit about what I have planned for today. I'm super excited about the projects and things I'm going to play with on camera today. And I was just thinking about, well, I'm always excited about what I'm sharing, right? Because I wouldn't be getting on here and sharing if I weren't excited about it. So, but I was just, you know, as I was playing and thinking out what I was going to show, I was like super excited. Anyway, I hope I'm oriented right. Am I oriented right? Can you guys see me? Let's see. And I guess just comment. Hi, Patty. Let's see. Am I seeing it over here? I can't see whether I'm oriented right on my computer. Let's see. Comment and let me know. Am I like skinny and tall, or am I, you know, the long way, the way I'm supposed to be? Hi, Cheryl. Welcome. Welcome to my Thursday Facebook Live. So much fun. Okay, so I have a lot of fun in store today. If you're watching live, that's awesome. If you're watching on the replay, which of course you're not now, but you will maybe be later, just know that I will always let you know when the project demonstration begins, so you can jump forward to that spot if you don't want to hear the announcements and other fun things that I have to share. And as you join in, please just comment, say your name, and where you're from, because it's always fun to see where people are from in the country or in the world. I just love that part of this. So as always, I have announcements and updates, and then I have a cool project demonstration in my little note on Facebook. I mentioned that it's, how do I describe it? Stamping with unexpected household items. To create texture and dimension. So I love creating texture in the projects that I create, and always looking for different ways to do that. And so I got some really fun stuff to share today. Hopefully you'll think it's fun too. So I'm also going to announce who the winners were for the samplers last week, and I have another giveaway as well today. It's going to be sort of different, completely different from last week, and I won't really be able to explain it until later in the Facebook Live, just because, trust me, I will explain it. So I'm also wanting and hoping you guys to share this Facebook video. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube later, share it there as well. People did an awesome job of sharing last week, and so that was super exciting. So let's see. So updates. In my newsletter this week, I had a tip for transforming your clear mount stamps, the old style, to the clear cling style. I did a graphic. It's in the newsletter. If you're a newsletter subscriber, you would have seen that. If you're not, you may want to subscribe. There will be a link in the description for this Facebook Live to subscribe to my newsletter. And eventually I might share it somewhere on my website too, but I don't have a particular blog post in mind on where it would fit. So that's just a kind of a cool, fun thing. And let's see, so you may already know, last week I announced that the Celebration foils are gone, completely gone. And there's another one that was gone too, and I forgot to mention, that's the butterfly embellishments. So those two things are no longer available. They've run out, been very popular. And then also the Precious Parcel card kits. So if there are celebration items that you want, you should definitely get them sooner rather than later. Okay, so my January, February free card kits, what I do with my clubs and for my free card kit program online, includes one project that uses the foil. So if you haven't had a chance to play with the foil and you're interested in placing an order through my online store, if you purchase $50, you'll get all three of the kits. One of them is this foil project. It happens to be a black ice project, one of my signature techniques. So that's just something to know. And there will also be a link to the free card kit program in the description below for the Facebook video too. Okay, what else? So second release celebration items are out. I showed those last week. I'm going to show a little bit more with them this week, but they're not actually being used in the projects, just FYI. So let's see. And you may also know, I've been putting it in my newsletter too, and you've probably heard it out in the Stampin' Up! World, that there are some new exclusive products coming out starting March 1st. And those products coordinate with some of the current celebration items. Now, they're items that it's called Celebration Coordination. Those items are available to purchase, not free items. But I wanted to show you the flyer for it in case you're not aware, and the products that go with it. So there's this is one of the celebration items, Hello Cupcake. That was the first release. And this is the flyer. I don't actually have the products, but this set of framelits coordinates with it, so it cuts out those little cupcakes. This one coordinates with the, let's see, the Lasting Lily set, so you can see the Lasting Lily set and how you'll be able to die cut out those shapes. And then over here is the So Hoppy For You coordinating set of framelits right there. Hi, Kathy, welcome. So I've seen some super cute samples made with these sets and then with the coordinating framelits online. Just adorable, love them. And then last but not least, this set of framelits coordinates with the Painted Season set, which I shared last week, and I'm going to share some samples with you this week as well. So at my team meeting last night, let's see. Okay, actually, I have a question for you first. Comment and let me know. Is anybody waiting to order till March 1st to get those celebration coordination products? Just kind of curious, you know, no big deal. Just wondering whether people are anticipating those things, those products, the ones I just showed, whether you like them. So again, hi Allison, welcome. Again, just the framelits, thinlits, and then there's a punch, and then this stamp set that's at the top. So the question on the floor now, comment and let me know, are you waiting till March 1st so that you can get those items? So leave a comment. So there's something that I can't tell you, but I'm going to tell you I can't tell you it, and I'm going to tell you that as of tomorrow, there will be an announcement. So I usually do my newsletters on Wednesday night. Last night, I think it was probably at 1 in the morning, so it was really technically Thursday, but I try to get it out on Wednesdays. And so this week, I'm going to have a second newsletter. It will be very brief. It'll be tomorrow to announce the new thing that is secret that I can't tell you. So tune in, and if you're not a newsletter subscriber, again, please consider subscribing. Okay, so what next? Okay, so who wants to know the winners, the sampler winners? Okay, so first I have to tell you the results, right? So I told you all that the more that there was sharing and the more views that I had, the live views, so I was going for 20 people on the live event right here now, so now we have 9. Come on, share, get those numbers up. That I would, if there was less than 20, I would give away one of the thing, and what I decided to give away was 2 samplers. One is one each of these pieces of designer paper, the new Painted Seasons paper, and some sample pieces of the foil. So there's a couple pieces of each of the 2 colors. So the winners from last week's drawing are going to win that little bundle of little items to play with. So I said I would give away 1 if we were under 20. We were under 20. And I said if we got up to 800 views on the Facebook video by I guess it was noon today, I said, that I would give away 8. Okay, so we didn't do that. We got to like, I don't know, 466 or something like that. I have had one video that went to like, I don't know, it was like 1,200. So I didn't think it would be too hard to get to that again, but apparently it is. So anyway, I decided to split the difference, and so I'm going to give away 4 of these little samplers. So the combination of a little bit of this, a little bit of this. So I'm going to announce the winners now. Anybody out there want to give me a drum roll? Can you hear me drum rolling for myself? I always make my customers do that too. Okay, so, and maybe some of you out there actually use the hashtag to be entered into the drawing. There were quite a few of you who used the hashtag. So the winners are, the first one is Susan Tipton. The second is Donna Phelps. And comment if you're here, any of you people. The third one is Louise Whitford. And the fourth one is Karen Cashman. You guys are the winners. I will have it on the Facebook post. I'll put it in my blog post when I publish the projects that I'm going to show today. That will come out tomorrow as well, the blog post for today's projects. That's typically what I do. So congratulations to all of you, Susan, Donna, Louise, and Karen. Yay! Fun giveaways. Hi, Megan. Hi, Carol. Hi, Irene. I'm missing people going by. I hope I haven't missed anybody. Okay, so where was I? So there's going to be a giveaway, project demonstration. That's coming soon. I'm in the middle of announcements. And so where am I in my announcements? Got to find my place in my notes. Okay, so the new giveaway this week. The new giveaway is going to be related to the project that I share. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So some of you may be familiar with what I call card salad. And this will probably mean more to you once I do the project. But anyway, card salad is basically, I take all these, when I create all kinds of little niblets of pieces and parts. And some I don't end up using in whatever project that I've made. They generally fit a sort of theme of a color scheme or a stamp set I'm using or whatever. And I accumulate these pieces and parts, and they're like little gems. And I can't throw them away. You guys probably have those too. Comment if you have card salad sitting around in piles that you don't know what to do with. So anyway, I like to make use of all these little parts and pieces. So I've decided today, instead of creating parts and pieces in my project demonstration and letting them sit in a box or give them away later, I'm going to give them away as my giveaway today. So, but what I'll do is I'm going to package up some coordinating items. So what I make, I'm going to, I'm going to sort of like pretend I'm designing on the fly, and I'm going to send whoever wins. Hi, Susan. I see you do have pieces of card salad. I think that's what you mean. Hello, Sherry. There's a glare on the phone, so I have to go like this to see what I'm saying. Anyway. So more on that, and as I create, I've cut a bunch of focal pieces because, you guys don't know what I'm sharing, but I think you're going to love it. I'm like super excited about it, and whenever I'm excited about it, I figure like you have to be excited about it. Although that might not be the case, but we'll see. Okay. Oh, I like that. Card Elements. That's cool. That's your card salad. I like that name too. Cool. All right, so that's a little about the giveaway, and I'm going to do the similar to what I've done in the past. So if we get up to 20, if we get less than 20 viewers, I'm going to give away one, and I don't know if I'll be able to keep to that because I'm making a bunch of focal pieces here, but we'll see. And if the video gets to, I'm just going to say 500 now. We got to 466 last time, so I figured, dang it, we got to get to the 500. I really want you guys to win, right? So I'll give away 4 card salads if we get to the 500 views of the Facebook video over the course of the week. So that's all the way till next week. But the sooner you share it, the better, because that's just kind of how, things online work. It tends to sort of cause a frenzy of activity when you share. All right, so let me see. I think I might be close to starting the project demonstration. Oh, I have one other thing. Okay, so some of you, I have talked a few times about a technique club that I'm going to start. And I'm very excited about it. I've brainstormed a long list of techniques and sort of themes for each of the classes. And now I'm kind of trying to come up with the structure. How would I do it? And so I'm kind of looking for some input or feedback ideas from you guys. So here are a couple of questions. You can comment here in this event and let me know. I also posed some of the questions in my newsletter that went out last night. So you can also answer in the newsletter. But here, the basic idea is, would you prefer something that's like a lot live and interactive, like we're doing right here, right now? So where people would join me and you would be creating along with me or watching and then creating later, but there'd be an opportunity for asking questions because it would be live. So that's one sort of option. And the other is to do more of a produced, streamlined videos where I've got it, I'm not scripted necessarily, but I'll do voiceover and kind of cut out lots of parts and whatnot. So that's which is your preference? Do you want something live or something produced and streamlined? question number 1. Comment and let me know. Question number 2 is, are you interested in getting materials kits to make a technique book? So the way I typically design my project kits for my classes to go or my free card kit program is I make material kits so people can recreate that project with their own stamps and their own inks. And so the same possible option would be available for a technique club where I would have designed a book and this is how the book looks, and you would make the same thing or something similar based upon what you have. The other option is no technique book. I just want the classes. I just want the information and to learn the techniques. So those 2 options. You want kits with a technique book, or you want to do it on your own, whether you make a technique book or not. So let me know what your preference is if you're at all interested in a technique club. And any kind of feedback is appreciated, including what kind of techniques you want. But I have a million techniques in my head, so I have a feeling there's not going to be a shortage there. Alrighty, so if you're interested in getting my card salad after this event, and you might not even know until after I demonstrate, because some of it will be based upon what I show as to whether you get excited. So hi Leslie, hi Brenda. So Leslie, you love the idea of a technique book. Great. Do you want to create it yourself, or do you want me to help you by giving you kits? So that's my question. Okay, and no technique. Okay, cool. I love it. You guys are responding. Okay, so if you're interested in the giveaway for today, my card salad, and you can just keep this in mind for later, and I will mention what the hashtag is a little bit later as well, just to remind you. It's hashtag repurpose for texture. So repurpose, and the word FOR texture. And that will tell me that you're interested in entering the drawing for my little card salads that I'm going to give away. Okay, so I have to tell you a few more quick things. Let's see. So I will draw for 4 winners if we get to 20 or if we get to 500 views on the Facebook video. Okay. Okay, one thing I forgot to show you. Okay, so my team is awesome. Any of you out there that are in my team? Leslie's part of my team. If you're watching, anyway, we had our team event last night, our team gathering, and we had a swap, and the theme was a little bit different from usual. It's a little bit of a tricky, hard theme, depending on what you picked. But the theme was basically to pick something out in the world that inspires you. I would see, it could be, a mountain scene that you love, or it could be something in a magazine, or just some kind of image or gift packaging, or product packaging as an example, that inspire you. So that was our theme. It was very wide open, which is part of what makes it a little bit hard. But we did the swap last night, and I invite my team members to share on the team Facebook page so that everybody can, share their ideas, which a lot of them did. But I'm going to show you the projects that they made because it was just amazing. I mean, it was just so cool to see what people's source of inspiration was and then what they created. It was like seeing a little part of each of the people that were there. So really want people online to do the same thing, my long distance team members as well, to the extent that, that they want to. But I just wanted to share this with you because it's so cool. And I'm not going to go into a whole lot of depth, just I will do a blog post with these projects. So you're going to get like a little of what each of these are. So this was done by Amy. Obviously there's an owl in there. She was inspired by owls in her backyard that her husband and her, sort of started talking to, learning how to talk owl language. So that was the genesis of her card. So she did have an image to go with it as well. My Cindy on the team loves sort of a faux patina look, so she found an image that was faux patina and then did this card, which is just amazing, if you can really see that background there. Mary based hers on product packaging, so she saw something similar to this. Now, when I post on my blog, I'm going to share the project as well as a picture of what inspired them, so that should be super fun. Okay, so this one was shared by Barb, and she shared a gorgeous picture of a mountain scene and then created this beautiful little creation here. And Edwina shared this card. Now she has some amazing orchids. She shared a picture with us, and so this was the inspiration for her card, or that was, I should say. And let's see. This was done by Amy Johnson. We have 2 Amy's in our group. And this is done with the Painted Season stamp set. This is one of the second release celebration items that coordinates with this designer paper that's part of the freebie. Now, isn't that beautiful? She actually did some masking. And if you see, when you eventually see her picture that she was inspired by to make this from, it's really cool. She just, took the colors and sort of the feel of it. Just beautiful. And then this last but not least, Wanda shared this one. Now, I told people that if they couldn't find something out in the world that inspired them, they should just, like go to Pinterest and find something. And it was all cool because this is not about stress here. So Wanda made this one. This beautiful card uses both the Painted Seasons set as well as the designer paper. And she used the framelits, so you can see how they're beautifully cut out because she had those coordinating framelits. So that's just a little bit of that. And then I'm going to show you mine. Now, mine, my picture was, I was like kicking myself that I chose this picture that I chose. It was an image from something I had seen when I was at It's a Small World now at Universal Studios when I was down in Orlando. And it was really hard to work with. But I will share a picture when I post on the website, and it'll make a little bit more sense. But this was my design. So everybody made this, and this was also doubled as my swap. So, and I don't know if any of you guys recognize the image there. That's some of the images from the Rooted in Nature set, that just gorgeous leaf. So anyway, I'm excited. I'll share the post. Eventually, I'll write the post. I don't know exactly how soon, but that will come. So this was one of our make and takes. And then the other one was this, which might look familiar because we did something like this on a Facebook Live not too long ago. So this is stamping on the Wood Textures designer paper. Whew. Aren't those amazing? I mean, just like so excited that, I just love how people put their heart into each design. And I hope you liked seeing them as well. Okay, so think I'm ready to maybe turn the camera. Let's see if there's anything else I need to show you before I turn. I'll show you this, I guess. I'm going to be using this set, the Part of My Story set, just a sentiment for my finished card, which I will show you eventually. Okay, so I'm just forewarning you that this is a messy technique. So I have lots of paper towels around and whatnot. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to turn the camera. Do my little now elegant switch up to the ceiling and now down to my workspace. So I have this black work surface here so that to protect my space a little bit more, since what we're doing is kind of messy. All right, so the subject, we're using repurposing to create texture, all right? So I don't know if anybody has done any of this, but in the past, let's see, does my camera look okay? I think it's okay. All right, and the lighting. All right, so what we're gonna do is, I found some things around the house, and I've done this kind of thing before, I basically am using various things to create texture in my backgrounds. So what I've done is I've taken a piece of rug mat. It's this whatever you put under a rug so that it's a little bit more cushiony. Now I created a little frame for it so that I have something to hold on to. And then I realized a little bit later that it would probably be easier if I just used some tape along the edge. So I left one of these undone so I could just quickly do it. But depending on the material that you're using, you may or may not need to sort of brace whatever you're working with. So it just makes it easier to have like something to hold on to when you're working with this kind of material. So I just want to say, we have lots of stamps, right? Some people would say, and maybe some people would say, why are you using non-stamping things? Because, geez, we have so many stamps that you can buy. But why not find some things you don't have to buy? There's plenty of things to buy, but why not get creative with other things, right? So, so anyway, there's this, lovely little mat, and I have some handles on the edge, and they're plastic instead of paper. This one, of course, was getting dirty when I was playing with it. So here we're gonna go. Here we go. I think I need some paper to go under here. Hold on. I keep paper under my desk. Okay, so there we go. So I'm going to do a bunch of different things. So I have all these pieces of watercolor paper here, and I'm going to start with ink pads, and let's see. I'm going to do a combination of colors. With this, I find that it's works a little bit better to use sort of a monochromatic color scheme because there's a risk of the colors kind of blending and mixing. So I don't want to contaminate my ink pads. So I'm going to start with my lightest color. And this is kind of just a little bit of play because I haven't done exactly this particular thing that you're seeing me do here before on my own. So this is like real life in action. Like, let's just play. So I'm putting some ink onto my rug mat, and then I'm going to take some of the blue. This is Blueberry Bushel. This is the Gorgeous Scrape, and now Blackberry Bliss. Okay, and then I'm going to actually lightly spray it. Because I'm using watercolor paper, I want to make sure that the ink goes on nicely and it can handle the water as well. So if I was using Whisper White, that wouldn't work too well, but for this it works perfectly. So I'm going to actually spray my paper just a little, and I'm going to spray my stamp just a little too. I'm calling this my stamp. What do you think? Okay, so now I'm going to actually stamp. I'm stamping with a rug mat. Let's see how it turns out. Ooh, pretty cool. Okay, so now what do I want to do? So that's just using regular ink with this surface. Now I have another one I want to show you. Let's see. Set that one aside. Where'd it go? Okay, so here's another one. There's all kinds of things that you can use around the house. Let me think. Do I want to do this one? Yeah, I think I do. Okay, so here is some mesh that was like on some, I don't know, maybe it was some kind of produce. It was a mesh bag that some produce was in. And whenever I see something like this, I go, potential. There's some potential there. So I'm working with the mesh. Now I've done the same thing on this one. I probably, again, could have used the plastic tape, the packing tape, but I made this before, so I actually just use regular tape on the back. So we're going to do something else with this one. I'm going to use the same colors, and what do I start with? Purple in the middle, and I'm just going to, okay, wait a minute. I'm actually going to take my piece of watercolor paper, put that in behind, and I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back side, or on my, on the back side, I guess, just to hold it down, because so that it doesn't move when I'm doing this step. Okay, need some tape on the mask too, don't I? Okay, so I'm doing the purple in the middle. Now I could also just go flat on there, but I'm trying to get multiple colors in here, so I'm not going to go flat on. And then, now I'm coming in with my Blackberry Bliss. You guys know I'm a purple girl. Have I told you that before? Or does everybody know? And now the Blueberry Bushel. And I don't want to, ooh, dang. I want it to stay in the same place. This is the hard part. I might have to use my left hand. Okay, left hand. That's awkward. But I'm doing it, yay! Okay, So there's my colors. Now I'm going to take it off. And there's what I got. Now I might, if I spray that, I'm going to end up, should I spray it? It's going to blend a little bit. I think I have to spray it because it's watercolor paper. Anybody want to weigh in? What do you think? Should I spray it? Hi Lorena. Hi Kathy. See new people joining in. All right, so I'm gonna spray it and see what happens, because why the heck not? Because we're experimenting and playing here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so that really makes the color kind of come alive and blend a little bit. Super fun. What do you guys think? Comment and let me know. As I do these, so what should we call this one? The diamonds. We can call it the diamonds one. The first one is the rug one. Let's see. Let's put that over there. All right, are you ready for another one? So, I am not done with this one. So, here's the cool thing. Okay, I was playing with this before I got on, and I got all excited. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Put my paper down, and I'm going to actually, I think I'll spray my paper just a little bit. And then I'm going to spray this surface, right? Because it's got ink on it. And I think I'm going to do it off camera just so that I don't put too much water on there. So I'm just doing a few sprays. You guys can hear me. Making it wet. And then, guess what I'm going to do? I guess you guys probably know. I'm going to turn it over and stamp right on my paper. Stamp, so to speak, right? Okay, now I need paper towels, and they're all underneath. Let's try this. I knew I need my paper towel roll. Press it down. And there's going to be a surprise. Let's see what we see. Okay, hold on. Woohoo! Okay, that's pretty fun. Just kind of a different sort of texture. I could spray it. You know what? I'm going to spray this again. See if there's any more residual color on there. And do it on the back side and see what we get. Does this make you guys want to go and like hunt around for fun things around your house to just play with? That's how it makes me feel. I want to play. Okay, so we got two different variations on that. And as it dries, it kind of has a slightly different look. So that's definitely more subtle than the first one. I think I need to spray one side. That's actually still wet. I just want to see what it does. I think I'll spray the first side. Okay, well, interesting. Okay, I do actually have a completed project, by the way. That's going to come at the end, but this is just kind of playing and kind of helping you guys to see some of the potential fun. So, incidentally, this is going to be the subject of my team meeting next month. I told everybody last night that that's what we were going to do because I just think it would be so much fun. I might even ask people to bring different materials as well, because some people will probably have watched this, so it could be super fun to play with. Okay, you ready for something different? Something different and fun. Okay, I'm going to switch to a different color scheme, slightly different. Okay, got to make sure that I leave time for what I did on the card that I'm going to show on the website. Okay, so we're going to use this big old fat bubble wrap now. Now, I haven't used this before, so this is brand new, and I have a feeling it might not, I don't know, who knows how it'll turn out, because they're like super big. They're big images, or shapes. So I'm going to start with Coastal Cabana, and I'm going to do, basically, just going to kind of, this is going to kind of just rub around here and there. Starting with my lightest color, because you can see I'm going to end up overlapping some of my colors, because I probably can't help it. This is probably the most likely to not work. But you know, what the heck? We'll see what we come up with. Okay. And the last one I'm going to use is blueberry bushel, so I'm sort of staying in the blue-greens now. And I think I'm going to need a bunch of water to get this to do anything. Maybe I need a little bit more up here. Okay. All right, you ready to see what's going to happen? Spray. I'm adding a lot of water, as you can see. I just want to make sure that I get enough color on there. So I'm gonna now turn it over and see what happens. Oh, look how it's smooshing around. Okay, I can't wait to see what this is going to do. Is it going to be fun? It's going to be... Come off. Interesting. I kind of lost all my light color, didn't I? But those are pretty cool shapes. When that dries, that's going to be fun. Oh my goodness. So much fun. Okay, I'm going to take this and put it aside. That was an interesting little experiment. Okay, there we go. So you can see I was playing with that. That was what I was playing with before. Okay, what next? So I could also do the same kind of thing with this fine detail bubble wrap. And I did actually play with this and it turned out pretty cool. Should I do it? Maybe I should do it. Okay, I have two more things to show you. This one and then one other thing. So let's try these colors again with this bubble wrap, and maybe I'll get more of the lighter colors. So that's the Coastal Cabana. That's Bermuda Bay. Again, I'm going lightest to darkest so I don't contaminate my light colors. And then that's Blueberry Bushel. And you know what? Okay, I'm just going to stick with that. Okay, so I'm going to spray it. So, how are you guys doing out there? Are you still there? You watching? Do you think this is fun? Okay. Comment and let me know. Every once in a while, I can look up and look at the comments. Okay, let's check this out. Ooh, I think this is going to be fun. Ooh, oh, I got some red in there somehow. Well, that's interesting. Ooh, I like that one. That's very fun. Okay. So many fun, different variations. Alrighty, what else? I have all these focal pieces. Okay, well, let's do, I think I'm going to use the last three for the second method that I was going to use. And the second method is actually what I did for the card that's photographed and going on my website. And probably need some new paper towels so I don't mess up my colors. So there we go. Now this one is even messier than the first set of things that I was doing. So you guys ready for more messy? Yeah, you know, I see Maggie, so you can't wait to see how I use the fun creations. But guess what? I'm going to be mailing some of them to some of you guys. So I can't wait to see what you guys do with it. What do you think of that? Anyway, we'll see. I probably will have some of them left because I'm making a lot here. But okay, so then what we're going to do next. So I'm going to use my original little stamp that I created. And I think I need something. Just give me one second. Okay, so I like to repurpose and reuse things. Hi, Carol. So this is a pasta, comes with fresh pasta in it. Well, fresh dried pasta. But I keep these because they come in handy for stuff like what I'm about to do. Like this. That could be very messy otherwise. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm bringing in something else completely different. I'm not going to use ink pads anymore. I'm using my Brusho. Ooh, ooh, ah. Does anybody like Brusho out there? Does anybody like to play with Brusho? I do. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to spray this surface so it's a little bit wet. And then I'm going to, since I've been doing the blues and the greens and the purples, I'm thinking I'm going to do something more like orange and red and yellow. I don't know. I'm sort of partial to those blues, but okay, let's just do it anyway. So I'm going to take some of my red Brusho and hopefully, oh, you know what? I might have some residual color on there, and then I'm going to have like a big muddy mess. Let me see if this is going to come off. I'm getting any green. I did wash this pretty thoroughly. Oh no, this is not a good idea. I think I have to do the blues and greens. Okay, so if you make yourself these little fun things, you know, whatever you want to call this, make your own stamp thing, you might have to keep it within the same color range if you're doing Brusho, because Brusho kind of tends to be all over the place. Okay, so I'm going to stick with my blues and greens. So I'm spraying it well, and then I'm going to take my yellow Brusho, and I'm actually only using 2 colors of Brusho. I'm using the yellow and the blue, and I'm seeing there's some red in there, so this is going to be whatever it's going to be. This is what Brusho is like. What will be, will be. Que sera, sera. I make myself laugh. I hope you guys think I'm funny too. Carol, take your Brusho out. You can do it. It's definitely the kind of medium that you have to feel very loose with. Like, you can't want to be in a controlling sort of mood because it's not a very controllable medium. Is that a reason why you don't pull it out, or is that true for other people? Oh, I see, Leslie, you like Brusho. Yay. Hi, Kathy. Welcome. Okay, so now I've done my Brusho. I've done a little bit more spraying so it's nice and wet. And now I'm gonna take it and make it like be a stamp. Place it down there. Get another paper towel. Now, if I rub this with my hands, right, I'm gonna get all that ink on my fingers, and then it's gonna get all over the place. So using paper towels. Paper towels are your friend. How about that? Okay, let's see how this turns out. Ooh, I used a lot of water there, but that's kind of pretty cool looking. It's its own thing. Okay, now I'm gonna set that aside, and there's quite a bit of color still on there, so I'm gonna do it again. Let's see what we get. So these, take a little time to dry as well. Another reason not to be making them in front of you. Okay, so cool. I think I went off the edge there anyway. I love it. Okay, so let's do some more. Let's try to do a different combination. Let's see what happens. Okay, so sort of cleaning that up, but there is residual color on there. So I'm going to spray it to get it a little bit wet, not as much water as I did before. And what could I bring in that wouldn't make it brownish? Thinking. I think I want to just try, I'm going to try whatever. I'm doing some yellow now. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to start shaking it on and see what happens. For some reason I want to try some red. So we're gonna. Okay, the red and the blue of the Brusho it seems to have a lot of color in them. So I encourage people to be a little bit, you know, careful with how much you use. Use less than you do with the yellows and the orange than you do with the red and the blue. Okay, I'm using so much water here that I'm running out. My water bottle is low. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Okay, couldn't get a lot of water to come out, but I think it's probably enough. Here we go. I think this may be my last one. I think I'm using my last piece of watercolor paper. So now, if I were like on my own, what I would probably do if I wanted to keep playing is I would do all the back sides of all these pieces of watercolor paper because it's thick enough, can handle the water, so I could experiment and do other things on the back side. Oh, now that's kind of psychedelic, a little brown. Anyway, I would probably do the back sides just so that I'd have more choices, and then I go through and kind of pick what I like the best. And let's see, I don't want it to get my table. I'm going to turn that over, and I still have some more on there, and so I'm going to actually turn this one over and add a tiny bit of water to my watercolor paper to help the ink come off of my stamp. And I'm going to pat that down. Okay, so I'm going to lay all these out so you can see all of the fun little creations. Do a quick little recap. So for those of you who joined a little bit later, would have some idea what we did. Of course, you can always come watch the replay too. So this one had a lot of water on it. Okay, moving some things aside. Okay, so you get that these ones we did with the brush show, and this one on the back, and all three of these were done with the rug mat with this one. And let's see, let's see. Now this one was used for that. Lots of potential there. I actually really like that little bit of red in the middle. And we use this big bubble wrap for this baby right in here. And where's the last one? Okay, and then we use this for this one right here. Didn't I do a second one? Oh yeah. And then this one was actually, I just inked right through the openings of this one. So let's get these all out here. So what do you guys think? Did you have a favorite recycled thing that I used? Or did you like the brush-o more? Did you like the ink more? Are you gonna play with it? Comment and let me know. So I said I would give away these as a little card salad. So what I would do is take one of them, you know, and take some colors of cardstock that would go with it, half pieces, quarter pieces, some medley of a few things, add a little ribbon, maybe an embellishment or two, and package it up like it's a little kit, and whoever gets it could just play with it, see what they come up with. So that's my intended giveaway for the day. So again, hashtag, what's the hashtag? Probably you put it out there. What is it? Hashtag repurpose for texture. And feel free to comment and let me know what you think. Let me know if there's other repurposed items that you're envisioning using. I might give bonus entries into the drawing if you guys play and share your projects and things you did. Even if you share just the focal piece that you played with, I'll give an extra bonus point for the hashtag. Just do the hashtag again. Hashtag repurpose for texture. Yes. And you can use whatever medium you want, regular ink pads, or you could probably even do sponging on there. I actually tried playing with sponging through this surface. It's kind of subtle, or you have to kind of dab or pat so that you're not moving the, you know, this thing. You know what I mean? Alrighty, what do I need to do to finish up? Just reminders, I guess. Let me turn the camera so you can see my face. And there we go. Turn me around. Okay, not too close. Probably should anchor it before I put my hand on there. All right, well, thanks you guys for joining in today. I'm definitely going to check out all your comments throughout. It's hard for me to keep up with the comments as I'm demonstrating. I try a little bit to watch, but it's a little bit tough to do that. So, and if you, check in with my blog, because what I'll do, even though I haven't made projects with these, I'll take pictures of them, put them on the blog post that goes live tomorrow. And remember, there's a little surprise thing coming tomorrow. And you'll be able to see all these focal pieces. And I'm even tempted to say that if you are entering for drawing for the card salad and you do a hashtag, and there's a particular one that you just are hankering to have, if you describe it well and you win, I will do my best to give that to you, just so you can play and have fun. So I hope this has been inspiring for you, and I'm going to remind you of the hashtag. What is it again? I have to keep looking at it. Hashtag repurpose for texture. Repurpose for texture. And I'll do, if we get to 500 views on the video, so it requires sharing, so share, share, share. I've had a couple people who shared it multiple times, and that's still legal, so please do. And if we get to 500 views, I will give away 4 card salads. I'll pick your, whatever, and people can choose, or I will randomly pick and give them away. So that's not too many views, right? If we all share. So let me know what about the Technique Club, and I don't know what else I have to say. I think that's it. Looking at my notes. Oh yeah, next Facebook Live, next Thursday at 4 o'clock. That is March 7th. So I hope you'll join in, and thanks for joining in today. And whether you're watching on the replay or the live, I so appreciate you being a part of my community. So thanks for being here. Bye. Happy weekend.